Oh, come on. Is this going to fit on my steering wheel? Oh, yeah.
Geez, Chantel, what are you putting on that steering wheel, huh? Something that seems heavier than, like, I don't know, a camera or whatever you're using.
Just give me a second, guys.
No worries, we'd be happy to give you a second, and in that brief second, I'll tell everyone a little bit about what we're doing here today. So, I was gonna ignore this video, I was giving it a watch, and just like all the rest of her videos, it was kind of turning me off a bit. But this one was special. You know why? Because of this setting. It's in a car. There's just something extra classy about eating a ton of food in a car out in public where people can just see you. I just love that.
Big fish, little fish, swimming in the water. Come back here, man. Give me my daughter.
Come back and do what? Carry my daughter? Never heard that nursery rhyme. I'm not ruling it out though, okay? When I have kids someday, I'm gonna be sure to sing it to them. And I know that you guys would too.
Dina, lavender teas, no poo-poos. Amberlynn! Hi, Amberlynn. Fat belly.
That's not nice to call Amberlynn that. Sure, some of us think it sometimes, but you don't just go out and just say that, Chantel. Come on, you. That's awesome that Amberlynn jumps over into her streams sometimes. I think that I've heard that Amberlynn is actually a mod or something like that on her streams. You guys will have to let me know about that. You guys are a lot better at the sleuthing, at the nitty-gritty details. I didn't really catch this live, though, so I'm catching it after the fact like a freak. Speaking of freaks, you guys should go and check out the links in my description and make sure that you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button if you enjoy the video. I really appreciate it. And also make sure that you follow me on Twitter where you can get all of my super cool hot takes, my Instagram where you can see my cute pictures, and my Patreon where you guys can give me money. Isn't that fun?
Kai Marinina. Oh, Victoria. Victoria. Freaking hot in here. Should have shut down the windows. Hold on.
Here's something for you, Chantel. A little prep goes a long way, you know? Like, a little work in the pre will save you a lot of work in the post. Maybe the windows could have been figured out and whatever you're putting on your steering wheel could have been figured out before you hit the red record button. I know that this is just like free content for you so that you can just put out all the junk that you want so that you'll continuously get paid, but maybe you could do us just a little bit of a service there on that one, huh? Just a thought. You know? Let me know if you guys disagree.
No. Don't do that. There we go. Hope nobody comes to attack me.
There's a squirrel or something running down there. I have to focus on the squirrel, you see, because we're not watching anything. We're not seeing anything happen here. This is a video platform, you know. This isn't like a Spotify where we're just listening to things. Chantel, and I know what you guys are saying, but yes, Varke, yes, you can watch stuff on Spotify now. They have a video component. Yeah, I know. I've tried it. Didn't like it.
That's better. Wait. I got my car back. 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 I got my car back.
Wow, I'm very happy for you. You must be pretty excited to do a little dance like that. You should do that more often, I think. Look at those cars in the background, too. Imagine this, you guys could be a person that's driving by, and would you have any idea that the car that's parked randomly here in the parking lot has a large woman inside just eating a ton of food, and that it was Foodie Beauty? You'd be blown away if you found out that that was true. I'd be blown away.
And I have dinner, I'm so hungry, I have a hunger headache. So let's get two and eat.
That's just called hunger, but I get why you might be getting those mixed up, because it seems like a lot of times you're thinking with your stomach. Wow! Chow! How'd you guys like that little joke, huh? I thought it was kind of clever. If I do say so myself.
First things first. I got some food for Peetz too after, so I don't have to cook anything. I don't want to cook for like 10 years now after yesterday.
Oh, that was nice. Peetz can have the cold food that you left in your cold car. Actually, she said it was a little bit hot out, but it's March. It's not like crazy cold here, and she's farther north than me. So, I don't know. I'm not a weatherman or a meteorologist or whatever. I'm just a guy on the internet who points out your ridiculousness, Foodie Beauty. And you know what? I enjoy doing it. And that's why. Man. I'm glad the Peetz gets your leftovers, though. The stuff that just gets left in the car. She's gonna sit here and eat for like, what, 2 hours? And then she's gonna bring home the leftovers and be like, Peetz, I brought you something. Thanks, Chantal. I was really hungry. Brrr. That's his stomach.
I hate cooking. Oh, wait. Hi, Cylindria, Brad, Cat Queen. Oh, wait. I got a gyros from my favorite place. And I put in from another favorite place.
Nice. Maybe this makes me kind of the crazy person here, but I would be kind of weirded out with myself. I wouldn't feel right about myself if I went out to go get takeout and then I went to 2 different places to get a couple of things. I guess I could kind of see like getting a sandwich from Arby's and then the French fries from McDonald's or something, or getting like, you know, an entree at one place and getting a side somewhere else. Maybe that's what she did. I didn't really hear what the other thing was. Poutine, it was actually. She got a Youre and she got poutine. I guess that kind of counts, but I don't know. I don't know if I like that.
Well, first things first, let's have some gyros. Let's have some gyros. Hi, Brooke! It's my birthday. I can eat poutine if I want to.
The thing about a birthday is that it's got, like, words have meaning, right? It's called a birthday, you know? Not a birth week, not a birth month. Not even a birth, well, there's such a thing as a birth year, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about a birthday, which is 1 out of 365 and a half, you know? Not 1 out of 52. That would be a week, for those of you guys who don't know how the calendar works.
Sing it. Hi, Louis. Beesmobile. Mike, hi. Tracy. Oh my god, have you ever had a Gyros? It looks like vagina lips, but...
Yuck. Some things are better kept to yourself, huh, Chantel? Yikes. It looks like lips. Yeah, gross. Look at me, I'm such a prude. Ew.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know if that's the comparison that I'd make exactly there, Chantel. Don't know if that's exactly how when I hear that, what you described them as, that's not what the image that goes in my head, you know? That's not what you... Maybe see a doctor, right? If something like that's going on. I'm no expert, okay? I don't have one myself, but surely something is wrong if it looks like that. Yikes.
that hangy thing is a cucumber from the tzatziki. It has gyro meat.
Yeah, you mean lamb? Dude, I don't know. You guys are probably going to disagree with me about this. Let me know what you guys think about it. But I think gyros are gross. I think that, like, when I think of a gyro, I think of a dry wrap with cucumbers and lamb meat and feta cheese. And, like, I can eat cucumbers. Cucumbers taste fine, especially when they're pickled. But even when they're not pickled, they're delicious, especially salted. But all those things, three things mixed together, like cucumbers aren't phenomenal though, and I don't really think of them as a topping for anything. And then what, you're gonna mix them with lamb meat, which is like the liver spotted beef, I think is how I describe lamb meat. And then feta cheese, I don't know, it just seems like they got like a couple of gross things and then you just threw them together. I guess all they have is like, where is it from? Greece? Probably back from when they would like eat goats and stuff, huh? And have like goat milk for everything. I guess that you can just make it all right there, right? All you need is a goat and some flour. And some cucumbers. I don't know. Gross, in my personal, humble opinion.
Let me just take a bite first and then I'll explain. My brain's not working.
See, it's stuff like this that makes me wonder, right? Like, Chantel will a lot of times accuse people for making fun of her just because of her weight, but does she not take into account just her, like, little quirks and her mannerisms and how she acts? Like, people could do all kinds of crazy little things. Like, imagine if I had a little thing where I was always, like, pushing down on my nose or something. Sometimes I actually do that in real life. And people would, like, point that out. Or sometimes, when I make a video, I'll say things kind of repetitively. I'll make the same jokes over and over again, or I'll, let's say, end a conversation the same way every time, or end a point the same way. I'll look at the camera and go, right? And if that gets repetitive, people definitely point that out. So I don't think it's necessarily out of bounds for us to give you criticism here, Chantel. And I think that you misattribute a lot of it towards your weight, but like, you're kind of just a goofball. You're kind of just a goon, and judging from your other videos, I don't think your personality is all that positive and all that preppy and all that happy. I wonder if maybe that's why people criticize you more.
I have some things to tell you.
You got some things to tell us, huh? So this is going to be like a little bit of a story time. Nice hoops, by the way.
We're gonna have some tzatziki. I got a 4-ounce extra.
Nice. Like, what are you doing here? You like throw us. You get so mad when people criticize you for the amount of food you get, but then you're always so eager to explain how you got extra quantities of food. And what would be the point of that if not to advertise that you're eating more food than you're supposed to be eating? What do you want people to do? Not point that out and not notice that? Why are you giving us the numbers then, Chantel? Look at her getting that bite. Just a little baby bite, just to test the waters. Not.
Oh my god, something so embarrassing happened.
Yeah, yikes. I think we're watching it right now. I think the thing, this has to be more embarrassing. It better be more embarrassing than the 40-year-old woman in her car just eating food and talking into the camera, right? Like, that has to be a little bit more embarrassing than that for you to make this a story time thing, right? Man, look at her with her glasses too. Wouldn't it be funny if her glasses were just cosmetic and she didn't actually need them? She was just trying to look cool. I'm sure not doing that.
I called the cab to go get my car, and I was putting my shoes on.
Yeah, really get it in there, Chantel. Make sure that, like, I'm sure you didn't get enough the first swipe through. Really make sure that that turns more into like a tzatziki with a side of Youre as opposed to Youre with a side of tzatziki. That's what we really want to see. You know some of this is going to be dribbling down too, if she's going to be like eating kind of gross. Man, I don't know. Notice how these are all criticisms and these are all complaints about you, Chantel, that don't really have a ton to do with your weight and more about just your mannerisms. I think you should take note of that, by the way.
And I'm so gassy today, like really bad, like long, loud farts, okay?
You really are just so open and honest. I guess that's what we love about you. You're just so wise and quirky and fun and cute and funny. I used fun twice. Dang it, Varke, be better.
And I thought it was safe. I was in my house. Mike, here's $5 for a bite. Here you go, Mike. Beauty bite just for Mike. Thank you, sweetie.
What in the frig? Someone just paid her $5 for a bite? So what we just watched is what? A guy named Mike. I used to have a boss named Mike. A guy named Mike who just sent $5 to Chantel so that she would shove her food into the camera. Let's not forget, like, what we're really watching here. Let's try to see beyond the pattern of what that just was. Maybe they're role-playing. Maybe he's really just paying for, like, the conversation, huh? I guess that's what we're meant to believe. We just watched a guy pay $5 to watch a larger woman put her food in front of a camera. That's what we just watched. I feel dirty about it.
So,
did I not just call that, dude? Look at her. She's got it all over her mouth. She can't get it all in there. Part of that has to be a little bit on purpose, right? That, like, I would feel weird, personally. If I was eating food and then there's, like, pieces around my mouth, I get kind of, like, really quick. Oh, I gotta get that off of there. Or I'll grab a napkin right away. I'm a habitual napkin user when I eat. I always am dabbing my mouth whenever I am eating food. I just don't like... You guys don't need to see what's going in my mouth, and people don't also need to see. I don't want to see what's going on in their mouth, you know? That's like your business.
now, when you're at your door...
That's exactly what I'm talking about. People who disagree with me on that, you're going to sit there and tell me that doesn't bother you to see all the food in her mouth while she's still chewing it? While you're at your door? Chantel, I don't even know what you're saying. It sounds like you're making fun of people. It sounds like you're making fun of like a certain demographic, and it's kind of crazy, man. It's so stupid. Why are you...
Like, the noise filter in my place is pretty good, but when you get to the bottom and you get to your door, you can hear people talking in their apartment.
Just chew your food and swallow and then talk, please. Or, like, do one of these is, like, the minimal you could do is one of these. Yeah, so I was gonna do it. But even that's, like, You're still doing 60% of the thing that is annoying. Man, I love just ranting, huh?
But I couldn't hear any outside activity, so I thought I was safe. Plus, I had to let it go, so...
Yeah, so you just let one rip. So you just let a huge old fart out, huh? So you thought you were good, so you just went... Dang it. I was hoping I could get a little squeak on the end of that.
Becky, so I'm putting my shoe. Bend over to put my shoe. Brrr, like the longest, loudest fart of the friggin' year, I swear.
That wasn't that far off from my actual impression of it, the fart, you know? I was pretty dang close, you guys. That was impressive. Man, I'm good at this. Maybe the best there's ever been. Or ever will be.
And I go outside. I open my door. My friggin' one of my neighbors is like at their front door unlocking it to go in after walking their dog.
Yeah, wow, you're so embarrassed by that. Chantel, we know who you are. We can see who you are. You show us your authentic self all of the time. And somehow, what that makes me believe is that this isn't the most embarrassing thing that you've done. And your neighbor is probably just like, oh, here we go again. That's probably the thought process. Here we go again. I'm sure they were just fat shaming though, you know? I'm sure if your neighbor would have been disgusted by the fart and they were like, oh, maybe you could have like, I don't know, done that a little bit away from the door or had been a little bit more conscious about who can hear your bodily functions, she'd have been like, yeah, well, fat people need to eat too, and I don't think that you should be fat shaming. Somehow I feel like we could kind of read her like a book. Yeah, no, you're good. None of it fell down the front of your shirt there, Chantel. You're totally good. As if you'd even care. As if you're even worried about that. Obviously, you have no regard. You could see like a person walking in the background too. Imagine, I wish there was one of these where somebody just like walked up, knocked on the window. Yeah, she rolls down a little bit. Hey ma'am, I just saw that you were sitting out here. Are you okay? I would just love for that situation. And she's like, no, I'm just eating this. She's got like ranch all over her face. I'm just eating in front of this camera. Oh. Okay. I'll let you get back to it then. And I guess that person would be fat shaming too, huh? Give me a break.
They definitely heard that. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. They heard that.
So that's your embarrassing story, huh? There's like stuff in your stories that's not even relevant. What did the calling a taxi driver have to do with any of that? Why don't you say you're going out the door? I guess it's a little nitpicky, but I thought we were gonna like, I don't know. He was gonna be like, oh, I don't know, like charge you 2 fares or something. Like that's a thing, right? If you go on airplanes and you're a big enough size, don't they charge you for 2 people sometimes or charge you a little extra? And you know what? I will say, some people would say that that's like discrimination or something. I completely disagree. I think that that is just, I don't know. The airlines, dude, they gotta pay per pound, basically, based on how much fuel they gotta go up in the air with, right? And if you're taking up 2 seats, especially, dude, you're cutting off somebody else. They gotta make that money back somehow, right? Not that they need, like, a super ton of extra money, I don't know.
Did it smell like a mop bucket? Oh, what am I drinking? I'll show you in a minute. Laura Ferris, I blew him away.
Oh, gross. Does it smell like mop bucket? Somehow, like, I don't know if I believe that the 40-year-old woman eating the food grossly in her car out in public here was all that self-conscious and really was all that embarrassed about the big old fart that she let rip inside of her apartment or wherever she lives. Somehow I just find that a little hard to believe. But hey, that's just me. And I'm no Dr. Varke. I'm just Yester Varke. And that's why you guys should like, comment, and subscribe. Psh, did you like that plug? Oh, seamless.
Sorry, I'm like really hungry.
You're like really hungry, huh? I wonder if whenever you're hungry, you just don't tell your stomach no. If every time you feel the slightest tinge of hunger, that to you equals what you think a starving person feels. But really what she's probably feeling is like, if you have a snack in the middle of the day and you're feeling pretty content, that's probably what she thinks a starving person feels like, huh? I'm just so hungry. I don't know if I've ever even really been that hungry to just wolf down a burrito like that, where I'm just like shoving it in my mouth. I don't know if that's ever happened. I don't know if I've ever been that hungry. I think even when I'm especially hungry, that's the time to cherish those little babies. Just a little bite here and there. Not like a little bite even, a regular sized bite, you know? I'm a growing boy, I'm a man. I'm 43 years old, 7'3". I need my nutrients.
Amanda. Hi, Brenna! It's so good. I missed it. Now.
How dumb was that? She goes, oh, Amanda. Hi, Amanda. As if that's going to help anything. But then she just proceeds to get rid of the hand and, oh, I missed it. What was that even for then, Chantel? What was the point of even covering your mouth for the first half if you're not going to do it for the second half? Ah! Maybe I'm too picky with you, huh? Or maybe you're not picky enough.
Yeah, they said hi, but...
Ah, she always looks so pissed whenever she's reading her comments, doesn't she? She's all bubbly and happy when she's got the food, but as soon as she gets distracted from the food and sees a comment come in, she goes... Like, she's all mad at the comment. And I think those are all super chats when they get that notification too. Just to remind us that they're super chats, I guess. As if we need that in our ear. I'm glad I'm not wearing headphones actually watching this. I could probably get pissed.
I got the neighbor. Are you okay? I heard a long fart. Tristan, Maddie! Hi, Sam. Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Guys, we gotta talk about this a little bit here because this is a criticism I want to level against Chantel. And you know what? This one has nothing to do with her weight. Just like 80% of all the criticism against her has nothing to do with her weight and has more to do with her mannerisms, her attitude, her personality, and just generally how she treats people. Here's a major criticism that I have against Chantel though. She will start the first 10% of her statement, then start eating. She'll say, oh, and the other day I was thinking, blah 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 blah, and then she'll continue what she's saying. She takes a couple of bites first and then continues. That's maybe one of my biggest gripes with you, Chantel. Oh, but is that fat shaming too? Oh, I'm sorry, even though I didn't really mention anything to do with your size, did I? I'm just talking about your eating habits, which are gross, by the way. Just throwing that out there. I guess some bullying though, guys, watch out. Give me a break. This girl's like one of the biggest bullies on the internet, and she's sitting here calling other people bullies. That's the real audacity of all this, isn't it? Thanks, I really wanted to hear your lips smacking. Nothing makes me happier. So she starts her story. So the other day... maybe have what you're gonna say planned out in your head before you just start jumping out with the words, huh? It's like she just throws out that she's gonna have a story. Well, hold on, guys. Needs a little time to come up with the story, to make it up in her head. God, it's annoying. It's like a trick. It's a weird rhetorical trick where she hooks you in with the first word, and then we have to sit here and watch her eat because we're like, okay, get on with the story, please. Please continue with what you were trying to say because you're the one that's trying to deliver a message to us, okay?
Chili cheese fries. Hi, Travanda. It didn't smell. Oh yeah, it did actually.
This is totally just conjecture, but doesn't Chantel seem like the kind of gal that would let out a big old fart and then sit there and like really waft it in and really just revel in it? Not saying that all of us haven't smelled our own farts. I mean, let's be real with each other, right? But doesn't she seem like the kind of person that would like really get into it? She's like, Peetz, yo, get in here. Yes, what is, oh, Chantel, what is that? I was watching My Little Pony and then you're subjecting me to this stink? And then she's like, yeah, but Peetz, what do you think? Like she's a connoisseur of it in a way. I wouldn't be surprised.
The sky looks pretty. Thank you. Matches my necklace.
Yeah, in what world? Your necklace is white, the sky's blue. Get back to your Eero. Your burrito.
Hi, Kuka Kuka. Hi, Gina. Hint? Oh, did look at it.
Chantel, what's this theater that you're doing here? You're covering your mouth, not covering your mouth. Pick a lane, please. Preferably it's the cover your mouth part, or even better, it could be the close your mouth while you're eating part. But you're just sitting in your car, eating your food, and then, like, the little pause there while she was eating too, where she had it in her mouth and let it sit for a second, and then started chewing. This content is aimed at a certain demographic of people, I think, and it's people who like to watch larger women eat. And you know what, Chantel? That's not me criticizing you for your weight. That's me criticizing your audience for really liking the stuff that they're watching right there. And you know what? Maybe criticism is too strong of a word, because I am really not against people doing whatever that they want to do as long as no one's getting hurt. But I definitely disagree with it, and I think it's kind of not my cup of tea. And I'm a little blown away by it. But what really bothers me about you, Chantel, is you'll sit there and criticize everybody else who criticizes you for saying that and you'll say that they're fat shaming. You'll say that the only reason they're making fun of you is because you're a bigger woman. But you know what? That's just not the case. Maybe 10 to 20% of the time, potentially, that's true. But really, it's about what you're eating, how you're eating it, how you treat people, and generally your personality, and how you're kind of a hypocrite, and how you are against people criticizing you, but you're right there at the front of the pack to give criticism to everybody else. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it always helps with the YouTube algorithm so that I can grow the channel. And also, please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll have some links in the description. The Twitter is at yestervark1. I'm trying to get over 1,000 on both of those. That would be, I don't know, really cool. So I feel like if each person that watches video did it, I'd easily hit that number. I'd really appreciate if you did it. But if not, that's okay too. I always enjoy when you're just watching my stuff and leaving cool comments. So I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching. You have a good one.